Nice bag. What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back into the video on the channel. And today, went back to one of my favorite hot chicken places in the area. This is my second time going, and when I went the first time, I was absolutely floored. And as usual, if I really enjoy a restaurant, I always say I'm gonna spin back and try more things. So that is exactly what I did today. Went to a place called Jerry's Hot Chicken. It is located in Fair Lawn, New Jersey, and it has a 4.7 rating on Google. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, the first time I went, it was a new place and it was fire. So I went back and got some new stuff to try out because, well, that's what I like to do. So I'm gonna reach in this bag and get one of the new items because I know this is just about... Reach in the bag. There we go. Why be playing around? So these are called Jerry's fries. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's an order of chicken over some fries. I got the medium sauce. I remember when I got it the first time that was my favorite kind. Complimentary ketchup. Don't mind if I do, thank you. Not really a fan of ketchup, but I am a fan of free ketchup. So we got that, and then we got some other stuff. Oh, nice. Okay, y'all done moved up in the world. Nice little utensils and stuff. I like that. What do we got here? N1. Hot. I don't know what that means. N1 hot. I think these are, yes they are. I thought this was cool because you don't really see this often. It's an order of chicken nuggets. So we got an order of hot chicken nuggets. Like I said, this is the hot order. You can get anywhere from no seasoning up to what they call extra hot. Hot is the one underneath. I think there are 5 flavors in the lineup for them, which is usually about what you get. A1. Steak sauce. I like the labeling. I love the packaging. I like the fact that they took the TLC to put everything together in a very nice manner. You have a hot chicken sandwich, which is what I got before, but this is such just a good sandwich that I had to get it again. Nice big fat piece of chicken, and this is a medium as well. And then this was something that I wanted to get last time, and I didn't get, but I made sure I got this time. So this is a half a chicken. Like a whole half a chicken. That makes sense. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out. I might have to just... What are we gonna do? Oh, no, I know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? Give me a second. I'm gonna take this out. What I have here is an entire half a chicken. It takes like 30 minutes to prepare, and last time I got it was on a weekday. This is a weekend, so it was much easier for me to get this and get it prepared right. So I have a breast, a wing. Last time I got the wings, they were so good, and I just really wanted to try this. And last, I got a shake because it was also one of the most popular items now that they've kind of been in business for a while. So we got an Oreo shake as well. Did come with a straw because they do things right, and they didn't forget my straw, which I really, really love. Even a little happy fit. I like that. Let's just do that before I make a damn mess. There we go. What else we got in here? A little bit of what? We got some honey mustard. Honey mustard. Is that for the chicken nuggets? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And then, yeah, more coleslaw. They gave some coleslaw, which of course is a W. Oh, and more Jerry sauce. So they got their Jerry sauce, which is also over here as well. Oh man, I wish that y'all had smell-o-vision. This is one of those times that you just have to, I can't have nothing to say. I just wish you could smell this. If not, if you live near me, you can get yourself over there. A lot of times people say that I don't say the restaurant name fast enough, so what I'm gonna do is hold up their business card, which they put on the bag. You can pause and take down the information, or scan the little QR code, which might work on your phone because we are talking in crystal clear 4K. But without further ado, man, let's get into this video. I'm gonna start with the half a chicken. There's no way I wasn't. I see a leg quarter, a fat, wow, that's fat. Look at this is really a whole half a chicken right here. Look at this. This is one of those times, man. I'm going in for the leg quarter though, because this is my thing. Look at this. Look at this chicken. Can y'all? There. I know y'all heard that. How you get in here? You just bite it? Seriously? I don't know what y'all do, but my goodness. I only show you bitten pieces of chicken for a reason. I apologize in advance. Look how juicy that is. The outside's perfectly crispy. It's got a ton of their seasoning on it. I don't know how to eat this damn thing. Probably not like a caveman, but their seasoning is plentiful, it is flavorful, and it is not overpoweringly hot. It's that perfect bit of heat that I enjoy. Coming with this Jerry sauce, my goodness, bro. I had to readjust my feet, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Little piece of skin. Yeah, we just gonna do that. Gonna do that. That piece. This is just as good, if not better, than the wings that I had the first time. These are even juicier because it's a thigh. But it's that same, man, still very hot. Seasoning one. That is just really, really on point. Oh, they gave you a glove. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Believe it or not, I just finished putting my air cooler, or should I say my AIO, for people who are PC savvy, into my gaming PC so that I can stream some games. Got some new games coming out like Starfield that I want to play. So I separated my PC. Doesn't matter. But because of that, I wear these gloves when I do it. And since they said wear gloves, shout out to my man Cody. I do have gloves that I use to build PCs, not usually to eat. But I'm going to go in with the glove. No glove, no love. I deserve whatever you're writing right now. Probably should have got the extra large. These are larges and they don't really fit the hand, but here we go. One more time. Yes, I'm putting it on one hand. There's no reason for me to sit here. Is that a bun? A little bit of a bun. There's no reason for me to sit here and not tell you how good this is. Absolute heat. Like some of my favorite fried chicken in general I've had, which I said the first time. This just cements it. There's nothing I would change about that. I gave their wings a 10. I'm giving their half a chicken a 10. They make some fire ASS chicken. My goodness. Because the show must go on, and I don't want to be 700 pounds, we are going to move on to some of the new items. Let's start off with the chicken nuggets. I just thought this was a cool idea. So these are chicken nuggets. They are hot. They are all white meat. It's not like some packaged, no, I don't want to say brands, but you get what I'm saying. Like, the funny nuggets. This is all white meat. And we got the hot seasoning. Let's see. How you managed to make chicken breasts not dry. Look at this. This one came with a handle. That's how you know. It came with a handle so that I can just go on and get in there a little bit of. God, man. They're hot. It's enough for me to make me sweat. I remember last time I did this, I had the chicken sandwich and it was hot. And I was sweating. There was mad people in the comments like, I fought it off. I did. I'm not going to lie to you. But we do have Coke Zero. And I'm sorry for that. I didn't know that mic because I put that right next to the microphone. We got a milkshake to wash it down. They're Oreo milkshake. I'm not editing that. That's real. It's spicy. We got the Oreo milkshake. Yeah. What makes an Oreo milkshake good? Layers. Nice, tangible pieces of Oreo crumbs. It's not to the point where it's like, I can actually chew them when I'm drinking it. You want a shake? It should be a shake. Next, they didn't just use the cookies, they used the cream as well. So it's like a cookies and cream milkshake, and I really can tell the difference. And the ice cream doesn't seem like it's cheap. That's very good. And they made that from scratch because I just got a piece of ice in there. I'm being real with you. Yeah, but I would give that an 8. 9.5 out of 10. And the nuggets, which I'm going to eat another one because I just want an excuse to eat another one. I would give these a 9.3. Oh, 9.5. Did y'all catch that? Out of 10. You don't see nuggets very often. I'm a fan of that. Stop eating them. Let's go to the Jerry's fries. So, they made their version of some hot chicken fries. Looks like it has some Jerry sauce on it. I can't tell what else is on this. Maybe some cheese? Yeah, that's cheese. So, over their fries, which, if I remember, their fries weren't like the best, but they were like a respectable fry, wasn't a great fry. So let's see. It looks like these are nuggets as well. Well, double nuggets. Oh, I'm really upset about that. However, will I recover from that? So let's go in here. They are adding cheese and Jerry sauce to this. I'm going to try to get a fry with nothing on it in a second. This one has seasoning, though. There we go. So, these are their fries for people who didn't see the last video. It just seems like a normal fry. And respectfully, they're probably frozen. They do taste like it. So, can't really give them too high a rating. I'm not trying to be like bougie and stuff, but again, I'm ranking it against any other restaurant's fries I've ever had. I would give the fries a 5, but when you combine all this stuff, you could put this on anything, to be honest. Put it on a baked potato. When you do combine it, I would like to see a little seasoning on the fry. Throw a little hot seasoning on it or something like that. Just a little something extra. But combining it with this, still very good. I give that an 8.5 out of 10. Man. Let me get more of this. Y'all gotta try this, bro. I don't even know what else to say other than that. Back to the shake. This is just a meal. But let's get this chicken sandwich, which I also gave an extremely high rating to the first time I had it. Fat piece of chicken. They don't skimp on a chicken, which I love. I don't want to see a little piece of chicken. I want my chicken sandwich to look like this, right? Like it should be the bread to chicken ratio should just be off the charts. I believe I got hot. Did I get hot? I got my receipt. Why do I keep saying hot with everything? This is medium. Everything besides the freaking nuggets are medium. But anyway. Man, chicken sandwich about to knock my tray over. It's flavorful. It's juicy. It's crispy. It's seasoned well. Coleslaw works with it. I know they serve homemade pickles. For people who do like pickles, they have homemade pickles. For people who are wondering, I don't like pickles. People are going to ask me why I don't like pickles. Because they just disgust me. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't like them. Never liked a pickle in my life. So, the chicken really is the star of the show. And to be honest, if I was picking anything from this menu, though, it wouldn't be the sandwich. And that's not because the sandwich sucks. It's because it's a big piece of cabbage. This chicken is just so stellar. But that is still an exceptional chicken sandwich. Like, for real. And it's not super expensive. And you get a lot of food. All things that I absolutely love. This one right here, chicken sandwich wise, one of the better ones I have ever had in this area. It might be the best. I would give that a 9.4 out of 10. But to me, the hot chicken, like this chicken itself over the white bread, is just like the best part. In my opinion, it is excellent. I'm gonna have a little bit more of this. I did have a very exhausting day, building stuff, working out, etc. And I got this glove on. And I want to give a congratulatory, that's my word I was looking for. I'm watching college football right now, so I want to talk about college football a little bit. I know some people don't really watch it, but I want to give congratulations to my boy Primetime Deion Sanders. For people who watch my Twitch streams, for people who have heard me say this before, when he got hired at Colorado, I said in the next 2 years, they will be competing for college football playoff series appearances and possibly national titles. And a lot of people, not saying it was you specifically if you were there, said that was crazy. Today, they went in to TCU, which are the defending national runner-up, meaning they went to the national championship last year and got absolutely obliterated by Georgia, but they still went. They went in and they won. And the things that I said about them all rang true. Now, I'm not trying to say I have inside info, but as a former college football player, I can just tell you by how their vibe was going into the season and how Deion, primetime, carries himself, that they're going to make some noise in the next year or two. And that just solidified it. I said that the quarterback, because I watched him play at Jackson State when he was with his dad there, was a player. He's a baller. And them getting the number one recruit in the nation, that number one athlete, the kid Hunter, that played today, I mean, y'all saw it. They still make a lot of mistakes because they're still a little green, a little raw. But they are so well coached and so well schemed. And them having that QB, he's so intelligent to be such a young guy. His reading of the game, and he doesn't make mistakes. Like, he knows where to go with the football. And that is just so important in football. They got a chance to make some noise this year. I don't think they're going to, like, run the table or anything like that. They still make a little bit too many mistakes. Their defense has to step it up a little bit, which they don't have the athletes for that yet. But for people, I said it, man. I said it. So I just wanted to say that real quick and give my man prime time. One of my favorite players growing up. I wanted to be like Deion Sanders as a multi-sport athlete. And one of the things I remember about him as a kid was the fact that he played for the Yankees, but he also played in the NFL at the same time. And it was something that I was like, oh, I want to do that. Obviously, that didn't work out. But because of that, I believe Bo Jackson was like that too before that time. But that was like one of the guys that I looked up to. So it's really cool to see him in a second career and watching that show he had with them. Just seeing how excellent of a coach he is. Just super cool to see. So I'm really I was like smiling when I watched the game. I'm not gonna lie, I was super proud of them and like how they got it done, because and there's nothing worse to me in life, not worse, but there's nothing more motivating as an athlete, as a former athlete. I used it as fuel. When people doubt you, when they think you can't do something, when they think you guys can't pull it off, they were like, I think TCU was favored by 20 or 21 points. So that's awesome, man. I'm super happy for them. I just had to say that. Next week, movie-wise, I'm going to see The Nun 2. The Conjuring is one of the few series in horror that's supernatural that I like. For people, I'm more of a, not just slashers, not the old school slashers, but like, you know, the Freddys and the Jasons, those yes, but also like the Terrifiers and the Collectors. That's more of my thing. You can see Pennywise and all, you know, Saw, which I can't wait for at the end of the month, but I'm going to see The Nun. I also want to say this before I left too, because when I was looking to reserve my tickets, and this is where I was going with it. I'm not up on like Taylor Swift and stuff, right? Like I know who she is. I don't know a lot of her music, if I'm being real, but I know who she is. Like I know I didn't realize she was a big deal like that. And the reason I'm saying that is, when I went to reserve my movie tickets to go see The Nun, Taylor Swift has a tour that's like crazy sold out, right? Which I knew. But she has a movie playing of the concert, which is also sold out. And it's not under AMC Movie Pass, meaning every person who bought those tickets had to buy those tickets. They couldn't use their Movie Pass. I always check to see like what movies are like super like packed. But when I saw the Taylor Swift thing pop up, it said sold out, sold out, sold out. It's not for another month. And there's like 15 showings of it. And every single one is sold out. And it's at like the end of October or something. That's insane. And I didn't realize, you know, that she was like that massive, I guess. I didn't know. I knew she was super popular. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't know it was like that. That's crazy. You don't see that very often. But I'm going to say this, So I did see a TikTok about it, because you know how they paying attention. Whatever you look at on your phone, it pops up on your news feed. It is what it is. So I look at my TikTok feed, and somebody said Taylor Swift is the biggest artist or bigger artist than Michael Jackson. Even bigger. I'm going to tell you, pump your brakes real quick. Okay? No disrespect to Taylor Swift, because I like seeing people succeed like that. Like, if she's doing it like that and people enjoy her stuff like that, like that's awesome. So I'm not saying this as a slight against her. Ain't nobody do it like Mike, bro. I wasn't even alive during he was popular. But all you got to know is this. I mean, he was popular, but I'm talking about, like, you know, the Thriller and stuff. I wasn't alive for that. But all you got to know is this. I look back at old footage of Michael Jackson. May he rest in peace now at this point. But this man could go anywhere in the world and there would be people mobbing him. And he would be in countries that... I saw a video where he was in a country that, like, you know, I don't want to say third world because I don't like the term, but where he was, there wasn't a lot of televisions. When you looked around, he was like in a village and people were mobbing the guy. He did this in an era with no internet. He was selling out tours like this with no internet, no marketing, he was just Mike. And he sold that many album copies in an era where you had to physically go to the store. I know it sounds crazy now for people who aren't that old, but even I'm old enough that when I was in the 90s, you had to we went to a place called Sam Goody. But you had to go and you know, get the, like, when music dropped back then, and I'm not trying to be one of those, like, old people that's like, oh, it was different. It was just different. For me, there is a hint of nostalgia when I say this, but back then, it was so cool when, like, for me, my favorite artist ever, rapper-wise, is Jay-Z, right? So, I remember when Jay, not Reasonable Doubt, because that's when I kind of got put onto him, but his next albums, like the In My Lifetimes, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, like, you would stop what you're doing and go to the music store, and it was like an event, bro. Like, you had to go to the music store and, like, go get the CD, and you would, like, have your CD player, and you pop it in, and you'd be listening to it, like, on the way home, and it was, like, super exciting. That doesn't exist anymore, because it's more like midnight releases and streams, which is cool, because, like, I do that too. When, like, a new album comes out at midnight, I'm like, bet, I put it on. But that anticipation of, like, popping that CD open, because there were no leaks and stuff back then, and, like, you know, playing it in a car and be like, oh, this song is dope. You would kind of go through it and you go back through it. Like, I missed that. And Mike did it in an era of that, where everybody knew who he was without any of this viralness that exists in this world today. Meaning, if you extrapolate that to today, I think Mike could be selling out shows for 3 years from now. That's just my opinion. I can't fact it, but that's the way I look at it. So, I don't really think it's bigger now. For anybody who's younger, maybe you're a gamer and you're younger. I don't know if you remember when GameStop used to have, like, the release night. Like, you would go to GameStop, like, at midnight. And, like, I remember, like, I think it was Grand Theft Auto, like, 5 that came out. And, like, I went there at midnight and everybody was so hyped. And everybody's in the line. You had to pay for it in advance. So you had, like, a receipt in your hand. And when midnight dropped, there was a line that was, like 150, 200 people down the street, and everybody was just so hyped for the game. And then you went, that you gave them their receipt, they gave you the copy of the game, you hopped back in the car, right? And you drove home, you popped the game in, and you played it. And, like, that anticipation, I don't know, like, that nostalgia I miss. Because now I'm still a gamer. When games come out, you buy it, it's pre-downloaded, midnight comes. You don't have to do all that. But that, like, waiting in the line type of stuff was, like, super cool, you know? You don't have to do it for movies no more. When movies that were popular used to come out, you had to do it. Same idea. So I missed that. But Mike did it in the era of that, bro. So I'm not saying she's not big. She's massive, clearly. But I don't think anybody did it ever been like Mike, bro. He sold more albums than anybody with Thriller. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to do. So I just wanted to say that because I saw that Swift thing. I was like, wow, she's, like, popping like that. I didn't know. But yeah, I just wanted to have some topics I wanted to hop on real quick. I've had a super productive day. I haven't gotten to stream as much for people who watch my streams, which is probably a lot of you that are watching this still by now. I haven't gotten to stream much because I've been trying to fix everything. But I now have, like, a 2 PC setup, which I've been, like, working super hard at to try to get, like, everything right. So that I can game on my PC and not have to deal with, like, when I turn the graphics up crazy, it like reduces the frame rate because I'm streaming at, like, 10,000 bits. I have really fast internet, so when you do it on the same PC, when you're PC gaming, you have to turn the graphics down just a little bit, and I didn't like that. So Now I got a 4K card. I got 4K monitors. I can play in 4K on one stream and then stream it to the next one. And I made sure I had all the monitors because I had a lot of issues with stuff. I didn't like the way it was. So I invested the time with the setup and everything else I've been doing for like the last few weeks. But also, you may not notice this, but I did get a new microphone. Not a mic, but I got a new mic interface. I had a Go XLR, which is a different kind, and I had to switch. So now I have a Rode Podcaster. The sound is much better in my opinion, and also because of that, I didn't like the attenuation / like the noise suppression on the other ones. This one's a little bit better. You still hear some ambient noise, but it's not as like over pronounced as before. But there's some eating sounds now where it was completely muddled before because it didn't have the capabilities. Rode is much more a sound thing for like podcasting and stuff. So it's not built for streaming. It's more for recording, which is what I wanted. But you know, we're trying, we're moving, we're making moves. I'm glad everybody's enjoying like the content and stuff like that. And I appreciate your support. I wouldn't be able to invest in all this stuff. I've said this a billion times and it's not a joke. Every cent that I have made I've spent trying to improve things for whether it's the food, which costs a lot of money, or the videos, you know, the cameras and the sound quality stuff. And it's all been that. I have not bought anything that is just like extra. The only thing I've done for myself is I've fixed up some stuff in my house that was broken. Like literally, which I work in my house. So that's why I did it. You know, I didn't get anything crazy, no stuff like that. Everything has gone right back into, and that's what it's always going to be. When the channel continues to grow, I promise you there will be even more expensive camera and better, I should say, and even more quality microphone, even more quality, you know, the set, everything will always go back into this because this is what I love to do. And I'm glad that you guys are giving me a platform to do this stuff and like, you know, make a living doing it. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate support. Kind of a long drawn out at the end, but I had a lot to say this time. And the chicken, I wanted to eat more. So I'm not going to lie to you, it's fire. But that's going to be the end of the video. Black glove. PCs are looking real spiffy too, man. I'm really happy with how everything's turning out. I've worked really hard at kind of this stuff, and I know some people have complained about the sound quality and stuff like that, or maybe they're not to pronounce eating sounds and stuff, but it sounds the way I want it to sound now and always wanted it to, where I'm not using some little cheap microphone that's parked on top of my camera. I have a shotgun mic, which is right here, and my voice is a lot clearer. You get it, man. But this is more of what I had in mind. I've never wanted to be an ASMR channel, and the eating sounds legitimate when they were that high. When it was like, I didn't like that. So, being a person that has to edit and stuff like that, that's not. But I don't want to do ASMR. I want to be a guy who talks, reviews food, eats food, has conversations with y'all. That's always been the point. I talk more than most people, apparently, who do these types of mukbang videos and stuff like that. I talk way more, but that's my personality. That's what I want, right? So. I respect it. I respect the constructiveness when it's not rude. Some of y'all are rude. Some of y'all are not. But I appreciate y'all, man. And we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube. I mean, seriously, 4K, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is great. I feel so much better than that 1080p or whatever. I was doing iPhone at first, bro. I'm still talking. I'm out.